Okay, how's it going, everybody? Thank you for liking and subscribing. Now, thank you for clicking the little bell. Thank you for clicking on this video. Now I didn't do. I forgot my gum again. Sorry. Now I didn't do the recap yesterday because I was so tired after watching Amber Heard for 7 hours or however long that was. It was literally I believe it was seven. Was it seven? Because it's from 9 in the morning until noon, and then at 1 in the afternoon until 4, and they went past on both times because they went until about 4:20 or 4:15. I don't know. 6 hours. Fine, 6 hours. After watching Amber Heard for 6 hours yesterday, I genuinely felt exhausted. Not only was, and this is the thing I want to explain to people, not only was it hard to watch her overact, not only was it hard to see the not only was it hard to see all that shit, but then you have to hear what she's saying. You have to hear the stuff she's making up. You have to see, and here's the problem with believing her, is that it's almost like she's playing that game, Two Lies and a Truth, or Two Truths and a Lie, whichever. It's almost like she was doing that. It was like she would, because for a little while, you're going to see in my notes, and we're going to go over it today. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a long video. For a little while, she was starting to win me over. And then it went right to that point where the attorney asked her, let me see if I have it here. Excuse me. It said, the attorney tells her, so you asked Mr. Depp to get you MDMA before y'all went to Australia. And she was like, no. And when she did that, I was like, dude. Like, no, she was really winning me over with some of the stuff she was saying. She really was, and I'll admit that. Like, I was falling for it. And whether she overacted, that has nothing to do with anything. The stuff she was saying is really fucked up. She talked about him putting a bottle up her vagina. She talked about him punching her repeatedly. She talked about him grabbing her and getting on top of her on the floor. She talked about him beating her, that she was face down on the bed. She talked about him beating her like 7, 8, maybe 10 times. And all of those times that he supposedly beat her, she never needed medical attention. Not one single time. You expect me to believe that. And that's the problem. Because this is the thing that I have a problem with. And I was going to save this one for the next video, but I guess we'll talk about it real quick now. We got 2 minutes. Is a lot of women out there have been talking about abuse. They keep saying they abused each other. So let me explain this very, very slowly. When someone causes an argument and they start verbally abusing because they caused the argument, and then the other person argues back and starts verbally abusing back, that is not abuse from this person. The abuse is here. This is defense. And you want to know why they say that? Because women like that you have seen in the comments, they think that a woman should be able to do that if she wants. She should be able to verbally abuse him, and maybe they even think she should be able to physically abuse him. That she should be able to do that, and he should literally not do anything. Literally, that he should just stand there and take it, or he should walk away. I need some fucking sock puppets for that shit. That's exact. And that is why they keep saying, well, he abused her too. Unless you can tell me that he started arguments and he was the one that instigated and he was the one that escalated and he was the one that caused the physical violence. That is abuse. Okay, that is abuse. So all these women coming out here to say, well, they both abused each other. Bro, why can't you just admit that you're upset that women look bad? She's making women look bad. Why can't you just admit that? I mean, I'll sit here and say it before. Johnny Depp did tons of drugs. Johnny Depp drank a lot. We saw the video of him smashing his own cupboards and getting mad and screaming at her. But that is not abuse. None of that is abuse. So if you're going to sit here and tell me that Amber Heard can punch him in the face and then him pushing her off of him, that is considered abusing each other, then you're fucking out of there. You are out of there. 3 strikes. That's what that is. Because that's insane. I don't know how anybody could think that that is mutual abuse. How is that mutual abuse? You want to know how it is? Because, and I'll say it again very, very slowly. These women in the comments believe that a woman should be able to abuse her boyfriend or husband, and he should not be allowed to do anything back. That is why all these women in the comments are saying that they abused each other. Because I don't think that Johnny Depp was the type of person to start an argument for no reason. He loved her. He loved her so much. He talked about how much he loved her so much. And we actually believed him because we heard him speak. We heard him talk. See? So then you want to go, well, they abused each other. Look, just say that you don't like the fact that she's making you look bad and you're trying to make an excuse for her. Honestly, because I can guarantee you right now, if everything about this was switched, if Amber Heard was the one with the cut off finger, if Amber Heard was the one with all the bruises on her face, if Amber Heard was the one with a cigarette burn close to her eye or wherever it was, none of these women would be talking like that. None of these women would be saying they abused each other, because after Johnny Depp, if Johnny Depp would have cut off her finger and she would have fought back or done whatever Johnny Depp did to her, they would have been like, well, yeah, he cut off her finger. She should be able to fight him back. So you're not going to make me believe for a second that this guy started the abuse. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. And if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But that's what I believe. Because all these women want to say, well, men do it all the time too. We're not talking about other people. And this is the problem with that line of thinking. We're talking about these 2 people. We're not talking about your friend that got beat up by her boyfriend. We're not talking about your cousin that was in a toxic relationship because she was stupid and the guy was a drug dealer. We're not talking about any of that bullshit. Okay? We're talking about Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. So understand that this is a specific case. You can't just go out and make generalizations just because one of your friends got slapped one time. You can't do that. And it's so obvious that you ladies are just making excuses for her because she's the bad guy. That's why. Because they're saying, well, they abused each other. She's the bad guy. Do you not understand that? Do you not understand what an abuser is? She's the bad guy. And the fact that she's the bad guy, you don't like that. So that's why if he was the bad guy, those exact same women would be like, well, yeah, you're damn right. Amber should have kicked his ass and Amber should have beat him up back because he was hitting her first. So essentially what they're saying is that since Amber was hitting him first, he shouldn't be allowed to fight back. And we're going to end it right there. Let's get into the recap. It's already been 8 damn minutes. It took me 8 minutes to make these people understand that. And they're probably still not going to understand it. They probably won't. They're still going to deny it, and they're still going to say that they abused each other. So let's get into Amber Heard Day 2 testimony. And I said it already, and I made these notes at the top. The amount of damage this woman took, that's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
A lot. So you can't tell me for a second, after everything she said yesterday, she never needed medical care. Because if somebody gets a wine bottle or whatever the hell she said it was, stuffed up their... I'm not going to say that. How big is it down there that you don't need medical attention? It's flesh, it's skin. That's a bottle. And the problem that I have with that is there's people out there that were believing it. People on Twitter, oh my God, this is horrible. I can't even believe she's having to relive this. You can't even believe that Amber Heard is having to relive having a bottle stuck up her, but yet she never needed any medical attention. You can't even believe that? Really? You can't believe that? Or is that what you're trying to tell me? Oh my God. And my second note, the problem here is the testimony is supposed to be based off believing someone. And you just can't believe Amber Heard. You can't believe her. If it wasn't the fake crying, if it wasn't the overacting, if it wasn't the making stuff up and adding it in. Because once they go on Cross and once Johnny Depp's team brings out her actual testimony from the UK, the way that Rottenborn was bringing out the other witnesses' UK testimony, what's going to happen then? What's going to happen then? I'll tell you what's going to happen. Amber Heard's going to break down. She's going to break down. Okay? So we just hit 10 minutes. I'm going to be chopping these videos up into 10 minutes because it's such a pain in the ass to upload a 30-minute one. So we're going to keep going. So thank you for liking and subscribing. Thank you for staying with me on this one so far. This is the very first part of Amber Heard Day 2 testimony. Yeah, thank you for liking and subscribing, and go ahead and get to that second video. We're going to start filming right after this. So yeah, thank you for liking and subscribing. We will catch you next time.